We meticulously unraveled our intertwined lives with surgical precision, sorting out bank accounts, debating ownership of the couch, and mapping out the dog's new schedule resembled partners liquidating a faltering enterprise. Our communication was crisp, emails exchanged with the streamlined efficiency of a corporate dissolution. One night, she paused in the doorway of the bedroom we once called ours and stated, "I'm not the villain in this story." I responded, "I know." And I meant it. That understanding cut deeper than I'd anticipated. A clear antagonist would have been simpler to resent, a target for my frustration. Instead, I faced a woman laying bare her truth, a reality I couldn't live alongside without sacrificing fragments of my essence. Friends and family often ask if I regret standing firm, refusing to bend. They throw around terms like grow, as if my decision stemmed from some antiquated impulse. I harbor no regrets. Not from a pedestal of righteousness or because I deem her choices wrong. I understand the blueprint of my spirit. I know the sharp pang of hearing a key scrape in the lock at 2:14 a.m., how it frays my nerves. I know what I need to find serenity in the quiet hours. My love, I've discovered, has a solitary foundation, and eroding that base sends everything quaking. The initial moments were awkward and raw. When I told my parents, my mother's tears fell in silent surges, her lips parting and closing as if her sorrow lagged behind her expression. My father merely nodded, as if he'd long detected the rift. Friends split predictably. Some clutched pitchforks, eager to vilify her. Others offered solace, commending her bravery. I turned away from both the rage and the pity. I didn't want to wage battles or soften the narrative. I simply wanted my life back, one where I wasn't constantly bracing for the next text. Amid the turmoil, there were flickers of kindness. My brother showed up with a pizza box and a pile of paper plates, helping me piece together an IKEA bookshelf without instructions. We spoke little, but words weren't necessary. The dog settled into my new apartment in just 2 days, no longer fumbling in the shadows. The barista at the cafe below started recognizing me, memorizing my coffee order, and once, unprompted, murmured, "Things get easier," as if sliding me a whispered vow folded into a napkin. One morning, I woke after sleeping through the night for the first time in weeks, jolted by the tranquility of a body finally at rest. Months later, Lena and I met at a coffee shop fragrant with cinnamon and cedarwood. She seemed both familiar and utterly transformed. She shared that she was dating someone new, a man who relished mountain hikes and spicy cuisine. I told her about the pottery class I'd started, my fingers yearning to shape something tangible and wild. Our words were tender, yet they carried a quiet ache. As we parted, she said, "I'm sorry I couldn't be the forever you needed." I replied, "I'm sorry I couldn't be yours." Every syllable was sincere. Sometimes that's the truest ending you can find. If you're standing eye to eye with someone you love, hearing them describe a path you can't follow, here's what I wish I'd understood. You're not powerless. You can't choose their journey, but you can choose your own. It will feel like intentionally breaking a bone, but it will also feel like surfacing for air after being underwater too long. You're not rigid or outdated or any buzzword of the moment. You're a person defining what your soul demands and refusing to feel guilt for it. Others will chime in, pick sides, turn your life into fodder for tavern arguments. But their opinions fade when you're alone at 2:14 a.m., hearing the key twist in the lock, realizing you're caught in a story you didn't sign up for. You can step out of that tale. You can say, "This isn't my page." You can sign documents, pack crates, move forward, delete some pictures while preserving a few, and build mornings free from the bitter sting of dread. There's a version of this where I'm consumed by resentment, another where I champion a single way to love. Neither resonates with me. What matters is the quiet resolve of making a hard choice and carrying it through. It's the soft click of a boundary settling into place. It's the way sunlight spills through new blinds in a fresh apartment on a Tuesday morning. The scent of brewing coffee, the dog's gentle snores as he learns to rest again. She told me she'd be with other men, and I couldn't alter that, so I chose divorce. That truth once burned like a fresh cut. Now, it's a fact softened by time and countless small moments. I thought the end of a marriage would be a free fall. Instead, it was a path with a sharp curve and a long hike. On the other side, there's space to breathe, a calm that isn't empty, it's yours alone.